This is Brad Marchand, and you're listening to Breaking the Ice with Josh Dolan. I don't think he would ever let a pizza get out the door before he buried the whole thing, so he likes to eat that kid.
Can you see me? Can you fucking see me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Does it sound okay?
Sounds great. Can you hear me?
I want $10,000 in a dark-colored trash bag dropped off in front of my house.
Then you're going to have to call someone else.
Oh, is this not Joey?
No, it's not. And I don't think he's got 10 G's either, so.
Yeah.
You're in your car.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's quiet in here.
Yeah, that's my office too.
Yeah, right? Let me see how this looks. I can't put it up on the dashboard because the dashboard is not big enough.
And also we learned that you poop on dashboards, so.
Not my own. How's that? Is that good?
That's fantastic.
It's wedged between my belly and the steering wheel.
What? Beautiful. Okay, now I can hear both of you. I can't hear myself.
I can hear you. I can't hear myself.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Nice mask, Mike.
Oh, God.
Can you hear me?
You know,
I can hear
you can mock my precautions, but when you end up in a fucking grave, you know, I'm going to be the one laughing. Is that what you're drinking today?
That's what he's been drinking for years.
Oh, I see. That explains quite a bit.
Oh, and mixing it with Jameson.
Jameson and Lysol.
I'm out of alcohol right now, by the way.
Oh, my God. Are we recording?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, here we are.
Hold
the new
on.
normal.
You guys talk. I'll be right back. I need to get some.
What the fuck?
Where are you going, Josh? What are you doing?
Can you get me a coffee?
Oh, my God.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, how's it going?
I don't know, fucking coronavirus.
Yeah, I know. I'm in my car right now. I'm inside Barbara right now.
You're inside of the name of your car?
Yes, I'm inside Barbara, my '02 Corolla. She's got a little over 310,000 miles, and I'm in here because it's the only place I can get some goddamn peace and quiet.
How's the house right now?
Oh, man, I'll tell you. I'll tell you something. It just got a little tougher because my wife, let me tell you the 3 jobs my wife had. Okay. Number 1, she was a florist at La Jolie Fleur in Worcester. Great place.
Awesome place.
Closed down yesterday.
Oh,
For the governor's order of non-essential businesses, right?
Yep.
Her other 2 jobs, she worked for a caterer, Struck Catering in Worcester.
Okay.
Obviously, their business is a little affected right now.
Can they still deliver?
I don't know if they're still delivering, but she had some gigs lined up that were canceled because, you know, you can't have large gatherings.
Right.
And then she was a bartender at Tuckerman Hall here in Worcester, too, for big events there, which are not happening. Okay. So both my wife and I are unemployed right now.
And WAF is a Christian station, so you're out of work.
I know they can't hire me. That station will explode. There's too much sin on my hands. Oh, good, Josh. I'm glad.
Oh, good.
I'm glad we're taking precautions.
Hey,
you know?
hold on. Lysol. Everything is douched in
Your
this house.
mouth and eyes are wide open, though.
Yeah, seriously.
Lots of fucking soap. Precautions.
You taking shots of that? Are we recording the video for this?
We are.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh God. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And Jameson. Well, that'll kill more germs than anything else you have.
Hold on. They didn't ask me questions when I went and bought this fucking thing.
It's good to have.
It's
good to have.
Hold on.
Smart purchase. Where'd you get that?
Whoa.
Where'd you get that? Isaiah's got, for those listening to the podcast, Isaiah has a fresh roll of toilet paper.
No addresses will be revealed.
Look at that. He's even holding it the right way with it going down.
Isaiah has several addresses.
Yeah. Where'd you get that? Some guy?
Store.
You know a guy?
I got a guy. You know, I can get some weed. I can get some toilet paper. You want some cocaine?
Shit, man. You can get weed pretty easy now. Toilet paper.
It's essential now.
Yeah.
Weed or toilet paper?
Both. You can't wipe your ass with weed, although you could.
Well.
Hemp
You know.
toilet paper?
Have you ever
Some
had
dank toilet paper?
Have you ever had poison ivy in that region?
No. Thankfully, no.
I did.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing, Josh? What's happening? And let's start. What are we doing? How are you?
I'm good. I am trying to do this while there's cats and dogs and stuff trying to crawl all over me.
Get the animals involved.
The pets can't get the coronavirus.
There we go.
Yeah. What's that cat's name?
This is Santa.
What's up, Santa?
Santa. More like Satan. Look at the look on his face.
Santa
Oh my God.
Claus. I found her in the woods in Dover, New Hampshire.
Oh,
Are you sure you sure she doesn't belong to anyone else in Dover, New Hampshire?
No, I'm not sure.
Well, if anyone's watching this video, if you recognize Santa, there's some guy up in Dover, New Hampshire going, that's Ed. Where the hell you been, Ed? Holy shit, that's my cat. Ed.
That kid moved, my cat disappeared. No,
don't touch your fucking eyes. Don't touch your eyes.
I have gloves on.
Yeah, but where have those gloves been?
In a bowl of Corona.
Let's all scratch our eyes. We got a ton of play last week when we talked to Chubby Emu. That was great.
Yeah,
I've been following him ever since. He's great.
Yeah, Dr. Bernard Shue. Yeah, same last name, no relation. No.
Was that your fucking uncle? Is that why we did that?
No, he is not related to me at all. She was like Smith over in Taiwan, man. It's like, it's a very common name.
John.
Yeah, he had a lot of good
He's
information.
like my age.
He was good. He was good. A lot of it was informative, and I swear to God, I've tried not to watch the TV since because that is just shock and awe every day. Stay inside and just fucking follow precautions. Hopefully work from home. Josh, while you stepped off, Mike's wife basically lost all of her jobs.
Yeah, my wife had 3 different jobs, and now she's unemployed like I am.
Now, my wife's job is essential, basically, but they're not getting any business. So the business is losing money while she's at work.
She's an essential. She runs a kennel, but is that considered essential for pets for people?
It is. Care for pets and not zoo animals, apparently. The zoo's closed, but their kennel is open.
What do we do with the elephants? What's the Stoneham Zoo doing right now?
They're just feeding the sloths. That's the last thing I saw on Instagram. It's like, look at the sloths eating really slow. I'm like looking at for 3 minutes. I forgot about the world. It was actually kind of nice.
The zoo could do live streaming and take our minds off because you turn the news on and it is fucking just stop already. Yes, it's bad.
And
yes,
social media.
Oh, fuck social media, dude. People that
you got to stay informed, unfortunately, but it's just a constant pounding. You don't know who to trust. The good thing about this, there's a lot of people streaming entertainment on social media now.
Yeah,
I watched a little bit of Neil Young last night, and
nice.
there's a lot of artists, a lot of performers that are just going live. Instagram, Facebook. Willie Nelson had the Luck Texas Festival. I think this was this past weekend. He had to cancel it, but he got all the artists together to stream a performance, like this, like on Zoom or on Instagram or Facebook, and he kind of did it that way, kind of, cobbled it all together with live streaming performances.
And shout out to Ken
cool.
Casey and the Dropkick Murphys for kind of getting that started.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was excellent. So that's the new normal,
Have you guys watched the Tonight Show?
No.
So last night,
2020.
Earlier this week.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I can't remember the last time I watched the Tonight Show.
I wanted to listen. I wanted to see what people were doing after the news and see if the shows were even on. And he's doing his show from his house. And last night he did his monologue in his kitchen with his kids climbing all over him, putting Play-Doh on his face and cats everywhere, and the wife holding the camera. It was very relatable. I mean, it was stripped down. And then him and his wife are out for a walk, and the camera's with him. And he interviewed somebody who was up on Zoom. I mean, that's what this fucking world is right now.
News anchors are starting to do the news from home.
Right. Everybody, I saw something on CBS this morning where the third man in is at home in New York because somebody, connected to somebody had tested positive, and you can't fuck with this shit.
Yeah.
It was cool. I mean, you're exactly right, Josh. Those late show talk shows are fucked. But I was like, you know what? They're going to have to start doing these shows like this. Even when we get through this, change it up and be normal. I've never seen Jimmy Fallon's wife. She's all over this. We've never seen his children.
Yeah.
Climbing all over him. It's real shit. And it was good. I was like, good for you. Good for you.
Hey, speaking of television, what do you guys like? Have you guys been binging anything lately? Have you had any time to do that? Isaiah, I know your business is still going. You're working from home, but, Josh is a lazy fuck. So I'm just wondering if you guys have been binging anything, because I got a recommendation for you guys if you haven't seen it. And Josh.
Why the cheap shot in a time like this?
It's a documentary about a guy we talked about when we were still on the air, Joe Exotic, down in Oklahoma. Right. We talked about this guy. Remember, he was running for governor. He ran for president as a libertarian. He is the most gay redneck dude you will ever see in your life. I mean,
looks like he should be on Reno 911.
He does. It's like
by the way.
He's like a character out of like that show or like something from a cartoon. The guy is a cartoon.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any more fucked up than Tiger King on Netflix. This guy wanted to run his own zoo, right? So he started breeding and selling big cats. It's all about the big cat scene, the big cat industry. And then they talked to a guy in South Carolina named something Antle. He has like some Indian name because he went to India and studied under some Maharishi, and he came back and he started a zoo, and he's got like 4 or 5 wives. And he's like incinerating the tigers when they get too big to cuddle. And then there's like a woman named Carol, the ultimate cat lady. This woman, Carol's the ultimate cat lady. And she's got a wildlife preserve, and she wants to do it because she wants to say it. She's like fostering tigers and cheetahs and lions and things like that. And Joe Exotic wants to kill her because she's trying to shut down his business. Remember, he went to jail for 20 years for attempted murder because the FBI got him on tape talking to a supposed hitman and telling him how to do it. He said, why don't you just walk up to her in a parking lot at a mall and shoot her in the head and then just take off? That was his plan.
Oh, God.
You've got to see this. You guys, you won't even believe it's real. There's not one, I shouldn't say this. Most of the people in the documentary are shit. They are the scummiest people in the United States. There's a few people that worked under them.
So it's like the main character, too.
Oh, my God. It's unfriggin' believable.
Okay.
I highly recommend it. I watched it all. Like, my wife and I started watching it. We couldn't stop. Couldn't stop.
Tiger King?
It's called Tiger King. That's what Joe Exotic called himself.
Oh my
He's
God.
also a country a music artist. A lot of his music in it. It's unbelievable. It's like, who's making this up? The words at the end, just tell me it's a joke.
And I'm sure he has a podcast, too.
Right.
Yeah,
Documentaries are great. We've been definitely doing Dirty Money is a great one to watch.
I don't know that one. What's that about?
It's one show after the next about some of the most fucked up people, like that cat right there. Just the last one we watched last night was about a guy over in Malaysia that just fucking ripped that country off to the bone. And he had a guy, so he was the prime minister or whatever Malaysia does, but this guy underneath him was spending just trillions of dollars. He actually funded Wolf of Wall Street and a bunch of, it was insane. And it's called Dirty Money. It's really good. I mean, it's fucked up negative shit, but it's like, there's some real scumbags out there in this fucking world.
I think I started watching that, and it was about like Trump's son-in-law or something.
Each one has there's a different piece. I think there's one about Donald Trump. I mean, obviously he's back when he was doing real estate, and then different, just interesting things and shady paths that people that are around money take. Money is the root of fucking evil. And you watch that and go, wow, okay.
And you also watch that and say, well, nice guys never win.
And the podcast ends there. Thank you, Josh, for that.
No problem.
Positive period on the podcast.
I did want to watch that Joe Exotic thing just because we had talked about him on the air, but I'm still trying to convince my wife to watch it. We don't have a TV. We live in a studio. We have one computer, so our one computer is also our TV. So we kind of just watch what she wants to watch. And
oh God,
now we're watching a show called. Well, it's her computer. We're watching a show called Manifest. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Is that about vaginas?
Yes. And
Is it about essential oils?
n-
No.
Manifest?
Okay.
no. It's about an airplane that took off, and
on.
this fit. Oh,
What?
okay.
Sorry.
And then they landed at 2 different times. Stop! And, sorry.
No, hold on.
The hell was that? What are you even chasing?
Mike.
Oh, this is going just as well as the show. Bad acting, by the way. And
I'm on TikTok. We're good.
okay, cool.
Jesus Christ.
But the second plane
Remember when
lands.
people actually listen to
What?
this podcast, Mike? Remember when people were listening?
No.
All right, forget it.
I forgot we were even podcasting.
It
That's
landed.
unbelievable.
Okay, turns out it was 5 years later. All right.
I gotta go. I gotta go down.
You know what?
to-
I just
I'm gonna-
got bored with my health. You guys are stressing me out. I'm done. I hope I
Hey,
get corona. Oh my
Listen,
god.
I was texting with our boy Chris Riggs. Shout out to Garage Doors Plus. He's still with us. He's pumped about these podcasts. He loves them. Garage Doors Plus. We're gonna tag him in all of our social media. But thank you, Chris, for sticking with us. Chris and I were trying to get Josh out of bed last night and rag on him for being fucking ballless, but he wouldn't answer his text.
Yeah, you go to sleep at night and all of a sudden you're ballless and you're whipped because I went to sleep before
Pussy.
midnight.
Pussy.
And then this guy's sleeping at 8 a.m. I'm like, wake up!
Listen.
What?
He's our sponsor. Let him pick on you. Ballless.
He wasn't. You were. Isaiah waits until you're asleep, and then he starts texting, and you wake up to 57 texts going, text me back. Oh, you're whipped.
Answer your phone.
Jesus Christ, you're like an ex-girlfriend. Cut the shit,
Yes.
man. We're in isolation here. Are you going to rip on the guy because he can't leave your house? Are you leaving your house?
Oh,
What the
absolutely.
fuck?
Every day.
There are no hardos in this situation, okay? There's no hardos. Speaking of toilet paper, Isaiah, because he keeps showing off his toilet. Is that how much you use? Is that how much it takes? That's like 4 squares. You're just going to blow your nose with that?
No,
He has
You're gonna waste it on
multiple
blowing your
toilet
nose?
paper in multiple bathrooms.
So I go to the supermarket. Again, there's no paper products whatsoever on the shelves. And I'm looking around. There's no toilet paper. There's no paper towels. I turn around. There's tons of Kleenex. Why aren't people buying Kleenex? Why aren't they buying it out?
because they're idiots and they were told to buy toilet paper and they're again idiots.
They weren't.
I don't
told to buy
understand
toilet
that.
paper. People started panic buying toilet paper, so that
Right.
other people panic buy because people were hoarding it. Nobody's buying Kleenex. That's why nobody's buying it.
Well, I bought
Kleenex.
I bought a bunch of boxes of Kleenex, and then I looked down the aisle. I'm like, look, there's tons of paper napkins, like for a picnic and stuff like that or whatever. I bought them, but then I put them back because they were like the $1.99 package, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll upgrade. I'll go with the Crown product. It's got the little monogram on it. It's a little softer. You know what I mean? A little thicker. And then I'm moving down the aisle a little more. I'm like, well, what if that runs out? What do we use then? And I'm looking at the paper plates, and I'm thinking, you know what?
Oh, wow.
Those could be a tool almost, something you could use to scrape when things get bad. You scrape it. I don't know if you can flush it though. I wouldn't. Flushing a paper plate's probably a bad idea.
Also,
That's a
napkins.
really bad
I don't know if you really want to be wiping with a napkin and flushing.
Why not? It's like the same thing.
I don't think it is though. I don't
How
think it
about we
brings
Yeah,
flush
flush a
the
napkin?
toilet paper, we just go into the shower and just fucking bidet your asshole and we're done.
Yeah.
Turn it on the jet setting. Turn it.
What if you like poop twice a day? Like sometimes I poop twice a day.
Oh,
Do I have to take 2 showers?
My ass channel is fucking
What are you,
moving
keto?
right now.
Twice
What?
a day?
Yeah, man.
I sometimes shit 3 times a day.
I'm stuck in the house. You know what I'm doing? I'm like eating everything.
Oh yeah.
Everything in
Eating.
sight.
You're eating
You
all
know-
the quarantine snacks.
Yeah. I mean,
I have a cheese
nothing
ball
left.
problem. My cheese ball problem right now is out of control.
yeah, see?
Ooh.
That's bad news, man. That's a
Now
lot of
we're-
sodium.
Are you talking about the food cheese balls, or is this an STD again?
No, those are balls.
Separate
Also, Shu,
podcast.
Yeah.
Don't call breweries grocery stores, because I know that's where you went.
No.
It's a grocery store.
Hey, listen, man. I'm just trying to do my part. Let people know. The local brewers are trying to stay open.
Yes.
I went to Greater Good Imperials here in Worcester yesterday, and I picked up some beer to support them. Their owner, founder, CEO, Paul, has stopped taking a salary so he can keep his place open and not have to lay anybody off. So I went to support them. I might head over to Wormtown later today, see if they want to do a little video, just to let people know these are small local businesses, these brewers, and they're hurting too, like restaurants and everything else. I mean, you could go to the liquor store maybe and buy some of their stuff, but not every brewer puts their stuff in a liquor store.
Right.
So it was just a little reminder, there's a lot of businesses hurting out there, a lot of people getting laid off. And Josh, thanks for shaming me, Josh. Thanks a lot. Thanks for shaming me, trying to help out the little guy, you corporate kiss ass.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that should be a
Go
thing.
Go buy your macro brewer beer and have fun giving yourself an enema with that shit.
All right, fancy napkins.
Yeah, and then use a paper plate to wipe your fucking ass, a plastic one.
Shank.
That's a good idea, man.
I think that should be a thing that we do on the podcast. If we start, we're not
wipe our
going
ass?
anywhere. We're in isolation. We should do like instructional videos on how to make a shank, and also feature
how to wipe your ass with a toilet paper.
Yeah.
How to wipe your ass with a square dessert paper plate. That would be good.
And then drink next week we do Wachusett Brewing, and then we do Wormtown Brewery, and we just
could go for some fucking Wachusett Blueberry right now. Can't find it.
Wachusett Brewery, you don't live close by, Isaiah, but they are open for limited delivery area and pickup. So if you're really craving it and you want to, take it away, you can go out there. They're actually in Princeton. You can drive out there up Route 2, pick up all the Wachusett Blueberry you want. They're open, man. They're trying to make it happen.
Now you're making sense. I definitely think the people at all those people Mike just mentioned and all the people at grocery stores need a full-blown shout-out, because that's, obviously the doctors and the nurses, major league front lines. That's serious fucking shit. But the people that are in all these stores and dealing with the mass public, who for the most part can be fucking morons when pushed, the people in the stores and the grocery stores need a big, big shout-out. Big fucking shout-out.
Yeah, people on a regular basis are morons anyway.
Yes.
But
right.
now it's a heightened sense of moronicism. That's not even a word, because I'm a moron.
I like it. A moronicism.
A moronicism, so they're dealing with, the crazy panic that medical professionals are. And I'm not saying it's dangerous like being a medical professional, but they're dealing with that panic right now.
But they're also dealing with a lot of exposure. They're getting exposed.
Yeah,
people
tons.
have been exposed to coronavirus, so they're kind of like first responders right now.
Yeah. So what's up? And to the truckers, what's up to the truckers? Making it all happen too. Next time you cut a trucker off, think about it, man. He's delivering the toilet paper you so desperately needed, for crying out loud.
I hear all the trucks backing up late overnight. I mean, they're smart. They're doing all the deliveries overnight. They're getting the stores, the shelves stacked. I really feel for New York City right now. New York City is, think about that city. Think about all cities. People just stacked on top of each other. And the numbers in that state are fucking insane.
What was the latest thing? If you had been to New York City in the past 2 weeks, you got a quarantine in place or shelter in place, something like that?
I think it was the last 3 days or something. They're basically the Italy of our country.
That's bad. It's bad. I mean, I don't know if Italy's got the dense population like New York does, but you're exactly right. Is that Elvis's tail? Not Elvis. What, Santa? Satan?
Santa, Elvis, same thing.
No, that's my tail.
It looks like you have a fucking boner on the left-hand side.
Oh my God.
That cat's from Dover, New Hampshire. Leave it alone.
Yeah. Somebody pick up their cat, for crying out loud.
Cat doesn't pay excise tax.
Fuck. I would laugh if somebody fucking messaged you and said, "You took my fucking cat."
Well, you weren't feeding it, so.
He kept coming to my porch, so I took it. Yeah, remember the days when you used to live in Dover and we used to be able to go outside and do stuff? And,
I do, yeah. There was plenty of bars, and, I like the town that I live in now, but there's just, there's different kinds of trees here.
Okay.
But
that's exciting. Good for you.
Are you getting outside?
Dover is such a good drinking town. I really miss that.
Dover,
so you said at the beginning here, Josh, that you're out of alcohol. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Wow.
Unprepared.
Well, I have wine and my wife has her vodka, but
here, take a little bit.
I'm all out of whiskey, and I might have.
Lean in. Oh God, yeah. Mike.
It's getting to the point where I just feel like drinking in the morning.
It's not good.
That's not good. It takes everything I have not to like pour whiskey into my coffee.
Are you both getting outside? Like we do every day. Get out and walk and just walk.
Yeah.
People are being smart and they're staying the fuck away from each other. But are you getting outside and walking?
Josh?
I am because we got to walk the dogs because if we don't, they act like how they're acting right now. Stop it. And we
Is that Elvis or China or?
Oh my God!
No, that's
you
funny.
are the Joe Exotic of Holliston.
Yeah.
Seriously, you just have to frost your tips and get like 6 earrings in each ear and carry 2 revolvers and dress like a super gay cowboy, and you'll be the Joe Exotic of Holliston, brother.
Yeah.
Tell us all how you're not a millennial.
When we were talking about on the air, I think he actually got laid more than me, so I don't.
He did have 2 husbands at one time.
Oh, he did.
2 husbands. Yes, 2 husbands.
Listen.
I'm telling you, man, it's an amazing story.
Don't.
Is he the modern day Charles Manson?
No, but that other guy, Antil in South Carolina, he is a Charles Manson guy because he brings in these young women, and then they have to sleep with him to work there,
of course.
And then he tells them how to dress. He picks their outfits. He tells them what to eat. They're all vegetarians, and they're basically his wives, and that's what he has to do. I'm telling you, man, you gotta watch it. Tiger King on Netflix.
Also, I don't know how many people know about this. Speaking of Charles Manson, when you and Carrie and Joe, our boss, were talking about the last song that was going to get played on AAF, and it ended up being Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
One of the ideas that was being thrown around was a song by Charles Manson, and I really wish that ended up.
Wow.
He's a good singer.
I think Carrie and Joe were joking about it, but I was kind of serious because I thought, what better way to go into, a station that has Christian positive programming and, a song by a serial killer. That Guns N' Roses would have been
amazing.
Guns N' Roses did it. They have it on the Spaghetti Incident. It's let me look it up here. It's
Josh, in the last couple of podcasts, you've shown favoritism towards Hitler and Charles Manson.
Yeah, Charles Manson, right.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, yeah. The song is called the song is called "Look at Your Game, Girl," and it's on the Spaghetti Incident by Guns N' Roses. And we were going to end. That was going to be the last song we played, just to freak everybody out. And then I think it was Carrie who was the voice of reason at that point and said, "Hey, come on."
I was kind of with you. I was like,
"We're not going out with a serial killer."
But also,
should have done that.
He was kind of a good singer, and I don't.
Yeah, you know what? It's a good tune. It's actually. Yeah. He doesn't have as nice a smile as like the smile you admire on Adolf Hitler, Josh.
I know.
But he does have some singing talent.
He just looks so accomplished.
What the fuck?
I know, man. I know.
Fuck.
Hey, you know what sucks about this stay-at-home thing and being unemployed at the same time is that...
everything?
Yes, everything. 100% of it. But it's like, all those things that you tell your wife or significant other that you don't have time or you're too tired to do at the house because you just work the full day. Yeah. It's happening. It's raining.
All you got to do is cough. Just like, Charles.
It's raining down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remove him. Remove him. Gone. Oh, wait, I got an email.
That's another thing. Every time somebody coughs now, do you freak out?
No.
Like if I'm in a supermarket and somebody coughs, I look at them, like they just gave me the finger.
Control that.
I'm just like, oh my God, they just coughed. It could be anything. It could be allergies. They could have swallowed some spit, whatever. They just ate some hot stuff. They have a peanut skin shell or whatever stuck in their throat.
But
they cough, and I go, holy shit, what are you even doing here? Get away from the food,
This is people. This is what not to do.
I know. It's irrational. I should be saying, I shouldn't be screaming. I should be whispering, you should leave. You're going to kill everyone.
Hold on. I will fucking kill you.
Yeah, see, I got to carry an axe around.
Dude,
I don't have
when I went to the hardware store, it was kind of early on at the beginning, and I'm like, all right, I want an extension cord. So I ended up getting an extension cord, rubber gloves, serious Lysol cleaning, and this, and they didn't even fucking ask me any questions.
Isaiah, you just listed the exact contents of what they found in Ted Bundy's trunk.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And the kid was like, "Can I get a bag for that, sir? Or can I put it in a bag?" I'm like, "Sure, put this in a bag."
Paper or plastic for the axe. Yeah.
Bundy had all the same stuff and also a bar exam book. So
Right.
As I'm putting the stuff on the counter, I'm going, I should throw some Tic Tacs on the pile here or something, because this is fucking bad news. My wife was like, "Why the fuck did you buy an axe?" I'm like, I don't have a gun. I don't know.
just as long as you didn't cough, you're fine. Nobody cares. There was a comedian that tweeted, I think it was Theo Vaughn. He said, "I think coughing is the new N-word."
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Somebody coughs, and that's how I look at them. Like, oh my God, are you serious? Oh God. Yeah. Seriously, that's what a cough is like now. I'm starting to freak out about it. You know, it's bad news. We possibly have to do this for another month. Another month? Is that? Oh, who's that?
That's a scare. Who's in
Oh
your
my God,
apartment?
is that a phantom? Was that a phantom?
Yeah. I didn't know.
Oh, it's Laura. Oh, hi, Laura.
Hi,
Sorry.
Laura.
Sorry.
I didn't know I had my headphones on.
Oh,
Sorry.
there it is. She's like, "What are you doing?"
Are you enjoying Manifest? That's a great show.
Hi,
He
Laura.
loves it.
Josh said he really likes Manifest.
Yeah, he said he loved watching it.
Okay. We're gonna...
Were you lying to us, Josh?
What?
Isaiah, shut up. She can hear you.
Headphones back in.
It's funny to watch him squirm.
Oh my God. That's why I am in my car. That's why I'm in my car. I'm hiding. Help me. Somebody help me.
Isaiah, what floor are you on?
Isaiah has like a mansion in up in the head.
No, I don't have a mansion. I have a fucking hideout at this point. I'm looking down on the people, and I want to yell out the window, and people are all like, still getting together and talking. Like, back the fuck away from my window. Yeah, I'm getting a little weird too. I'm not gonna lie. It's like when you see people up in a park and they're not listening, and it's like, can you fucking just go inside and do what you're told for a few minutes, please?
Yeah, but you know what? Later? You know what? It's gonna get tougher to do that, man.
I know. I
know. I can imagine this in a couple of weeks. Now that my wife is also unemployed, so that's like double the time now that she's going to be with me and my daughter, who, thank God, sleeps till 10 o'clock every day. So that's time I don't have to deal with her.
That apparently is me. As far as Josh is concerned, I sleep till 10. I'm up until like 3 in the morning. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. I'm trying to just keep things alive with my business. I mean, my business is, advertising for clients, and that's fucking scary. There's a lot of people that are bailing on advertising and just running for the hills. I've got a couple of clients that are actually using their messaging for positive things, like say something fucking positive. Don't freak out and run. I mean, so many businesses from where we used to work, radio stations, TV stations, media companies, a lot of people are pulling their advertising. I'm trying to sit still and say something positive. Like, I work with the VA hospitals. Like, fucking tell the people in New England that our veterans are protected during this time. Don't take your money off, because that affects a lot more people than stay in the course. So that's kind of why I'm up till 3 in the morning.
About an axe.
Well,
is that part of your pitch? You stand there with an axe and you go, this would really be in your best fucking interest if you bought advertising through us. Because if you don't, I'll take your ears off and I'll eat them like fucking jerky. All right?
Hungry.
Who's in? Anybody? You want to see my PowerPoint presentation of my other victims? Anyone? No? Okay. That's great.
That's pretty much how
LTI Business Solutions. We care about how your flesh tastes.
That was my pitch years ago, and now they just have no choice. It's like, where do you think you're going? Where are you going? Don't go anywhere.
There's no bathroom breaks.
No, I think Isaiah just had too much fun in Carrie's war room, and he's like, I want weapons.
Yeah, I want to put weapons. Yeah, I want a tank.
She has a tank. She has a tank. I see her. She's doing, Mistress Carrie's doing, she's doing Facebook Lives at night, cocktail hours.
Cocktails in the war room. I watched it last night. She was drinking sangria last night, which looked really good. I was watching, having a little Crown and ginger ale myself.
Okay, nice.
She gives like a cocktail recipe out every time, that you can experiment at home and stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, because she's just hilarious.
Yep.
And so it's great. So it's 8:30 every night. She does Facebook Live. Everybody should check it out.
We got to start drinking on these. We got to start.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I should have probably brought I don't know if I have any weed in the car.
Only if you get in the back seat.
Do it.
I could probably. My wife just vacuumed the car, so all that's probably gone.
You don't have any weed in the car?
No, I probably should, huh?
Josh,
just in case they get stuck.
What do you have? You have wine or anything? Go get a bottle.
I do.
I don't have any open containers in my car, Isaiah. No, I do have this Dio CD.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
But that's, I don't know. I can't. Yeah.
Can't play that. We'll get kicked off YouTube.
Yeah, I got Morbid Angel. Any Morbid Angel? No? Yes?
Nice.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, no.
What? That's not Three Doors Down.
You know what I did find? I got to, last week I showed pictures to you guys, but we didn't record the video. So since we're recording the video this time, I found some pictures that people might want to see while cleaning out my office.
Okay.
I found all sorts of great stuff. I've talked about this a lot when I was on the air and on blogs and stuff, but the greatest Halloween costume ever was me as Colonel Sanders.
Oh,
that's
this
awesome.
was like 2000 maybe. Best Halloween costume ever. That suit is actually the John Travolta Saturday Night Fever white suit that the Halloween outlet had, and my wife had to hem in the bell bottoms, and I got the tie and the white spray stuff, and that's an actual bucket of chicken. I stopped at the KFC on my way in Shrewsbury on Route 9. I walked in there as Colonel Sanders. It's Halloween. Everyone was like, "Hey, look, it's the Colonel." I'm like, "Hello, everyone. Just checking on the business here." And I asked, "Hey, you think you could get a free bucket of chicken for the Colonel?" And the manager went, "No." I was like, "You're fired, sir. Good day." But I threw that chicken out into the audience at the Halloween show, and it came back at about 60 miles an hour. I think I took a thigh right in the nuts.
Shocking.
That's a lesson. Anytime if you're ever on stage for any reason, don't throw anything out there unless it's like T-shirts or money, because if it's anything else, it'll come back and hit you in the nuts.
Yeah, Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper. Here's a picture of.
Wait.
Here's a picture.
I don't think I ever asked you. What did you color your hair with?
It was like white spray for your hair.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It was semen, Josh. It was just a ton of semen. Okay, is that what you want to hear? You fuck. Here's me with one of my favorite comedians, David Tell.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Great guy. Awesome guy.
You got better looking the older you got.
Thanks. I know, right?
Not just saying, you look better now. Yeah.
Look at me there. This is me with fucking Rush. Look at my face.
Yes.
I'm just like, oh my God, I'm standing next to Alex Lifeson. Oh my God, my Peter is hard.
You look like you look like Greg Hill if he was from China.
No.
What?
There is a Chinese knockoff Greg Hill somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. Here's me and Carrie at Loco Bazooka. That's when Damage Plan played, and Dimebag Darrell brought us on stage. She talked about this last night in Cocktails in the War Room.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he was such a great guy. All those guys were awesome. And then they did Walk, the old Pantera favorite, and brought us on stage, and we got to sing along, and the crowd was fucking sick.
21 Pilots don't do a version of Walk, do they, Josh?
Yep.
No, I don't think they do.
With a ukulele.
Yeah.
Of course they do. This is me with. Is Ted Johnson in the Hall of Fame?
Should be.
Yeah, here's the should-be Hall of Famer, former New England Patriot Ted Johnson, shaving my head. I had lost some kind of bet, and I forget what the bet was about, but we said, if he lost, he'd shave his head. And so I lost this bet, and he shaved my head live on the air.
That's awesome.
Wow, that was like 7 tattoos ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I hope we don't get in trouble for this. This was at a indoor beach party.
Oh, look, Zoom all of a sudden starts to die.
Of course. Great.
I forget what year that was.
Right.
That's at the Songus Arena. And it was a great gig. I forget who was playing at this one, but, we had a Miss Mantown bikini contest, and so we had about
Zoom is freaking out right now.
Thank you, Zoom.
And I lined up on the side of the stage, and I was waiting for the stage manager to give me the word. Are the boobs doing this?
Yeah, I think so.
No, Zoom's freaking out, so it's frozen with the boobs on the screen.
They don't know.
Oh my God!
They've never had this before.
Zoom is monitoring this, going, no.
You can't tell me somebody hasn't used Zoom for like sex or porn or something like that. Are you kidding me?
Maybe in the financial industry, but
yeah, okay. But the first thing I told the ladies before I brought them on stage, I was like, okay, listen, the venue said, please, no nudity.
Boom.
No nudity at all. And I turned around for 5 seconds. I turned back around. One of the girls, still in line, completely naked. Not a stitch of clothing on her, not even shoes. She was like wasted out of her mind. I said, listen, you can't be naked. She's like, I don't know where my clothes are now. Her boyfriend walked off with her clothes. She was stuck backstage completely naked. We get on stage, and here's our two finalists, and then they just decided to up the game. And
why not?
Yeah, it was a good night, you know.
Well, this video wow.
Yeah, see, that's me in the back. That's me in the back. Go, please, I'm going to get fired.
Wait,
fired.
do you see, I don't see anybody in the back. Not really looking in the back.
Yeah, I mean, that's me right here. I'm over here. Oh, dear.
Well, they were coming. So
long
Zoom
live.
Let that one go.
Long live WAF.
This can go on our Patreon if you want to see the whole.
Oh yeah, there you go, Josh. That's a good idea. And just so I give, we're in different times, and that was kind of what entertainment was a long time ago, and you can't really do that anymore. You don't want to teach women, or you don't want to treat women like objects anymore. And so, just to give equal time, I'm going to show you a naked picture of myself.
Oh God.
So here I am, completely naked, on my grandparents' carpet. This was probably 1969, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at that ass, huh? I got an onion.
You got a great ass.
Huh?
Look at that onion. Yeah.
What's that voodoo doll by the TV? What the fuck's going on?
You know what? That always scared me. My grandparents had that in their house for years. It's like some kind of pirate that had some kind of liqueur in it that they bought in Nowheresville, Florida, and it was sitting there for years, and I think it just walked away on its own. You know, look at that TV, huh? State of the art.
Josh doesn't even have one of those in his apartment. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura. Hi. We're not talking about anything.
We're being adults on this thing.
Nobody watches this.
You want to see me naked, Laura?
Oh yeah, look at that booty. You want to see Mike Shoe's ass?
I got some kind of sex toy in my hand there.
What is that? Is that a ball gag in your mouth?
No. I think that's a very early version of like a pocket pussy I'm holding there.
Can you imagine? I mean, think about where you've come from. That rug, and now you're going to die in your fucking car from coronavirus.
I know. No, here I am in my car, hiding from my family, hiding from the corona. I'm just going to live in here. So I got stuff packed in the back just in case, you know.
Just start the car and drive away.
I got bottles here. I can pee. You want me to start the car and drive away?
Do it.
Got it, man.
We're gonna lose.
I'm out of here. We're done. Oh, there's a car behind me. Thank God.
At least you looked.
Yeah, I was just ready to fly out of here. I would have ruined my other car. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What was I going to say? Oh, you were talking about Patreon. We should plug that.
Yes, let's plug everything now.
Let's go.
Yes, let's bore everyone.
Why? No, we got to thank people.
No, we got to thank Garage Doors Plus.
Chris Riggs, thank you, buddy.
Yep.
Riggs. In our Patreon, we've been getting a lot of requests for people that want extra content because they're bored. Apparently, I don't know why. But
because we're all in our fucking houses. Maybe?
Wait. From us?
Yes, from us. I'm confused too.
Oh, they're not bored. They're high. Oh my God! Oh no!
You want me to put my headphones in? No. Okay.
Hey Laura, look at this picture.
She's eating lunch.
Oh, then she doesn't want to see that. Yeah! Bow bow. All right.
Patreon.com/BTI.
Definitely a shout out to also Invoke Media. Nicole is working on our website. In the next week or two, we're going to have our own Breaking the Ice radio rehab website. So Invoke Media, they do websites and graphic design, social media. She's the fucking balls. Thank you, Nicole.
And thank you to our new Patreon members, the band Town Meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Signed up. And they're also one of the bands that were just doing a live stream concert. I don't know where they did it from, but it was just as good as the Dropkicks.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. This is the new world. I mean, my wife she's working from home too. This Zoom thing, I mean, at the beginning of every meeting, all you hear is, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
We've actually, I'm impressed. Josh set this meeting up, sent out the emails. The audio worked. Our first podcast was a fucking abortion on the
Yeah.
It was fucking terrible. But that's how the whole world is working right now. Like, can you hear me? How do I plug this in? What do I do?
This has been flawless up until Mike Shue put up the naked picture of the girls, and then Zoom started crashing.
Zoom, see, they don't care about a naked child because you're not showing any nipple or ass crack.
I can show a naked child because that's me. Oh, wait, I think that's me.
Oh, fuck. This whole thing just gets shut down.
Hey, listen, everybody, make sure you subscribe and give us a review and rate us and stuff like that. It helps out the podcast. We really appreciate you listening.
Yes, thank you.
If you're not following Isaiah on Instagram, it's Isaiah AF or WAF?
At Isaiah WAF.
Same on Twitter?
Yes.
Yes. And then Mike Shue Rocks on Instagram?
No, it's just Mike Shue Rock.
Rock. Oh.
Mike Shue's cock?
And who have I
No, Rock.
Mike Shue's cock?
You want some Mike Shue cock?
Mike Shue.
Yeah, it's Mike Shue Rock on Instagram, Mike Shue AAF on Twitter, and it's Mike Shue AAF on Twitter also.
Mike Shue.
So follow, subscribe. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with this.
Okay, there we go.
Because it's fucking Rush. Oh yeah, okay, just rub that up against the screen. Believe me, I've done it before, Isaiah. I've done it before.
That's the bonus footage for our Patreon fans.
It is. And people listening to this audio have no idea what's going on right now.
That picture is the fucking Chinese Greg Hill. Look at him. Look at that. Doesn't it look like Greg Hill, but if you were from China? You're much better looking now, brother. I'm sorry. You are.
Thanks. I'm going to go sleep in the back seat now.
Are we done? Hold on. Let's
You
review.
want me to drive you home, Shue?
Yeah, can you drive me home?
Hold on.
All right, I'm out of here.
Hold on. Well, he's gone.
God.
Fuck him.
Oh,
Hold
he's
on.
gone. He's really out of here.
He's really gone.
And the
Survival. All right, kid.
All right.
This is the scary part, though. What button do you push? I fucking almost had a seizure last week. Get careful. Easy.
So I see stop recording. And then...
Oh, wait, hold on. I literally folded this back up, Josh, for the next wipe. I'm not going to waste it. This is like fucking gold.
Did you run it through? Why don't we just go back to handkerchiefs?
My wife said that last night. My father used to fucking carry one of those things around and blow his horn. And it would embarrass me as a kid. And now I'm doing it. And my father's name was Saul, like Better Call Saul. And every time I do it, my wife's like, well, there's Saul coming out. I'm like, fuck. Hold on.
Oh, God.
Sneeze into your arm. No, just don't.
Mike Stu just texted us. Are we done?
Mike, are we still recording?
I'm talking about you.
Nope. No, hold on. Nope. We are talking about you.
Oh, and this text message 15 minutes ago. Have you been getting a lot of spam text messages?
Oh, unbelievable. The spam and the calls.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
We overcharged your phone bill. Click this link for our apology.
No, dude, it's unfucking believable. The people that are sending the scam emails and the texts are fucking scumbags. Stop doing it.
Why are you yelling at me about it?
No, I'm not. I gotta go take a shit.
Okay.